This one is car and caravan insurance.
Some of the anomalies that we have on the road, and that one of them is Queensland.
The total monthly cost is...
As you guys know, traveling Australia is super expensive, and I think this is going to shock you just how much money we have spent on the Dreamlap. Plus, we have some major news to not only tell you about, but also show you guys. Plus, we are announcing the winner of the $3,500 Tanami Full Drive Draw giveaway.
Today's episode is all about money. We're not talking about how we make it this episode. In the past, we have done videos on how much we make on YouTube, and that's purely to help anyone out there who's thinking about doing YouTube as a job on the road. So we do have videos on that. But today we're going to talk about our budget and how much we spend. So we've gone through our last few months of our Dreamlap and we've broken it down into an average monthly cost for you guys.
Now, there's a few things we have to talk about budgets. And for us, when we first started traveling 4 years ago, we both had $20,000 saved up and we wanted to make that stretch as long as possible. So we never went home and we never finished our lap of Australia. And we were trying to spend, well, we did spend $400 to $450 per week.
Yeah, we ate a lot of mince and a lot of pasta.
A lot has changed since then, as you guys know. Fuel costs, accommodation costs, a heap of other stuff today we're going to go through. And this video is for anyone out there that is going to do a lap of Australia that wants to know how much roughly you will spend.
Yeah.
Also, this video is for the person that's a hard budgeter, a bean counter. They want to know every dollar they're spending, but also for the person that doesn't really care, that's a little bit more relaxed. And as you guys know, we have started doing YouTube 4 years ago, and we do make income from YouTube. So
At the start, it was just outgoings, and we were like, oh my gosh, our money is going down so fast.
yeah.
Whereas now, obviously, we have an income as well, so it's, feels a little bit better to be spending money.
We're going to be doing, like Sarah said, average months because, as you guys know, different states, well, if you didn't know, different states are more expensive than other states. And if we were just going to single out one specific month, it could have been a blowout month. And then weeks, you can do it by weeks, but weeks also, you have blowout weeks.
And then you also have weeks where you're camped up on an off-grid camp for the whole week. You don't go to a fuel station, you don't go to a grocery store, and you literally spend like $100 in the week. So yeah, there's like weeks where you've spent, $1,000 a week, and then you'll have weeks on the road where you literally spend nothing, which is like the beauty of the road. Alright, so our first one we're going to touch on is accommodation. And as you guys know, we try to avoid caravan parks, and majority of the time we're in off-grid low-cost camps. So take that into mind. If you do want to do more caravan parks on your lap, this is going to be a higher number. So caravan parks at the moment are costing around $60 a night. So
pretty expensive.
Yeah. Our monthly accommodation cost is $750.
So the reason it is pretty low, and you guys might think that's high, again, I need to emphasize these are monthly costs. These aren't weekly, so this is a monthly cost. And the setup that we're in, this SKT Signature Series, you guys know we designed this to be super off-grid. It's a doomsday van. We never have to plug in. The only thing we have to get every now and again is water, and that is it. So if we didn't want to see a caravan park for our whole lap, we don't have to, essentially. So,
and low-cost camps these days are probably costing around $25. So when we first took off, it was a lot lower, and in Queensland now it is lower. There's like $15 nights, but then you also have to pay vehicle permits. So yeah, in New South Wales and Queensland, the low-cost camping is a little bit more than what it was in South Australia, for example. Next one is food, and this one was a hot topic last time we did a budget video. People were literally calling us liars and saying we would definitely spend more than this. So our food budget now is $835 a month. So that's around $200 a week. And we used to spend, believe it or not, $100 a week.
These days, like we said, everything's going up with inflation and the way the world's going. Everything's getting more expensive. That's no secret, and that's not surprising at all. So we've doubled our food budget. So we're up to, what did it say?
$835.
So we're just over $200 a week, which is reasonable, we think.
Yeah. Our next cost is alcohol, and take into mind that I don't really drink much, so... Wait, that makes you sound like an alcoholic.
Be careful with that. But I'll take over this one because I'm more qualified to talk about this, obviously, then, seeing as I'm the alcoholic. But hey, this one's a funny one with the beers and stuff. And like I said, our attitude has changed. We're still the same people. I'm still rocking the same clothes. I'm still walking around with no shoes, and I'm still drinking the same beers. Yeah, nothing's changed really. I normally drink just like a normal beer, like a budget beer. I don't really go for the crafty ones. But one thing about alcohol is, if you travel with people, like friends and stuff, you drink a lot more. So there's periods where I won't have a beer for at least an hour. No, I'm just kidding. There's periods where I won't drink for a whole week and just have like maybe a beer on a Saturday arve, watch the sunset, because again, we live on the road in this caravan 365 days of the year. But then other times I'll be hanging out with our mates, and as you guys know, we have a lot of friends on the road, and that's when it does get expensive, and that's when you drink a lot. But I normally
that's probably like the only time I drink. So I'll probably go through like a bottle of gin in
2 months.
Yeah, and then when we're with friends, like I'll be having like at least like 2 or 3 drinks a night. So it's like,
and then when I'm with my mates, I'll probably have 6 to 12 beers a night, which isn't good. I know I'm not bragging about that. It's not healthy, kids. If you're out there watching, that is really bad. But anyway, we spend about $200 a month on alcohol, averaged out. But like I said, some months are worse than others.
Our next one is internet, and now this one is not a necessity, but obviously we work on the road, so we need to have internet. So we have Starlink, and we have the unlimited version, which is $195 a month. I know you can get a cheaper one, which is only like it's capped, and that's $80 a month. So there is other options, but yeah, that's definitely not a necessity. We could hotspot we did for like the first 2 years of our travel. We just hotspotted off our phones. So
funny story about the internet. One day we Oki strapped the phone to a spear gun and then strapped it on our first caravan up the top because we didn't have Starlink, and
we were trying to upload a YouTube video.
And then the phone was in the air 10 foot above the caravan, and we were hotspotting to our laptop trying to get a video up for you guys. So we have done it before, and the thing about Starlink too is that if you do sign up, if you do want Starlink, we do have a code for you to use. It's no skin off your nose to use it, but it does save you a month free. Yeah. So you're going to save $200 if you use this code. And also,
that's just for people to sign up.
Yeah, and we also get a free month if you get a free month as well. So it's win-win for both of us. So don't give them too much money, essentially. So if you did want to sign up, we'll put a link in the description, and like I said, you'll get $200 off.
This one is car and caravan insurance, and now we do pay this yearly because you save money when you pay yearly, but we've broken that yearly cost down into a monthly cost. So our car and our caravan insurance is $330 a month. Now, we get a lot of questions about who we insure our car and caravan with, and to be honest, we literally just stayed with who we're insured with before we left. We understand that's probably not the best people to be insured with, but yeah, we're not going to give advice on who to insure your car and caravan with because we haven't gone out and done all of this research and made sure that we're with the best people.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Yeah.
But also I think one day we should maybe do a deep dive into insurances and see if we can come up with some sort of video to help you guys, because like we said, we don't try to do any informational videos on anything that we aren't confident enough to talk about.
And we would never talk about something when we haven't personally done our own research. Like
all insurance companies, I'm sure you guys are all saying to the television right now that they'll make you jump through 50 hoops.
Slimy.
Yeah. So anyway, $330, that's a monthly cost for the car and the caravan insurance.
Our next one is our phones, and these ones have just been increased again, $140 for both of our phones a month. And
Telstra keeps putting it up.
Yeah, well, we just had a price increase recently,
which sucks, but we could almost, people say, do you need phone internet when you have Starlink? And we still reckon you do, because our Starlink isn't the mini, and the reason we haven't gone the mini and mounted it to the car so we always have reception when we're driving is because we need the bigger Starlink for speeds and stuff, for upload speeds, and we want the range as well, because the mini doesn't have a router, it's just the mini. From reviews I've watched, the mini only works to a certain distance from the caravan, so we didn't want to have a bad signal sitting in the caravan. We've just gone with the normal one, and because we've got the power in the van, 12 volt, 240 volt, it doesn't really matter for us. We just leave the inverter on. It's got its own inverter just there as well in this caravan. Our router goes in there, and as you can see, the blue Victron, that's a 250 watt inverter. That just runs pretty much flat tack all the time. We never turn it off, and that's just running the Starlink. So with our power system and our obviously internet needs, we think the bigger one is more suited for us, but the minis are a great option for a lot of people.
And we always do our work inside the caravan anyway. Like, I have tried to do work on the laptop while we're driving, but I just feel sick. So to be honest, like the mini, probably we don't need that anyway. Yeah.
So we're getting to the juicy part here, and that is the one you guys all want to know. We obviously drive a V8 twin turbo Landcruiser. And tow a somewhat big van compared to most.
This is our biggest expense.
Yeah, and this might blow you away, this cost, but fuel bill, we spend about $1,300, $1,300 a month on fuel. and that is an average. Some months it's well higher, and then like Sarah said, some months you parked on a beach, so you don't move the car much at all. So yeah, that's a lot of money. That'll make some people's eyes water.
But we're doing a lot of kilometres. This is the thing that I will say about this Dream Lap is you're driving a long way in 12 months. Like, Australia is so big, whereas normally our travels, we're travelling like not very far in 12 months. Well, we're travelling far, but you know, like we'll go stay somewhere, then we'll drive an hour and up the road, stay there, then we'll drive another hour, stay there, whereas this we're driving like 4 hours. So for example, today we're going to drive to our next camp and it's a 4-hour drive. It's not just an hour drive.
Yeah, and Australia is massive, and like Sarah said, if you are planning on doing a limited time lap, this is a very good budget for you guys to go off, because our fuel bill in the past, when we've taken a whole 3 years to do one lap of Australia, we're obviously moving a lot slower, as Sarah said. So you've got to take all these things into consideration. You can do this on the cheap if you only move an hour a week up the road. So fuel bill, $1,300, that's ridiculous. That definitely hurts us the most.
Yeah. So our total monthly cost is $3,750, which
Holy
is $937 a week.
Holy shit. That is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And like we said, that's us not wearing crazy clothes. I never wear shoes. I drink iced coffees and pies. We're not eating the most crazy foods.
Date night is KFC.
Yeah, we're not like lavish people to any stretch of the imagination, so we could blow that out completely.
Well, we do speak to a lot of couples on the road, and they're saying that they budget around $1,500 a week.
Exciting news, guys. We are coming to New Zealand to judge an imitation pavlova contest. No, I'm just kidding. We're coming for a meet and greet, and we want you guys to come down and say g'day. We're going to bring our brand new SKT Signature Series caravan over to New Zealand. It's going to be on full display for you guys to walk around and also inside.
So the details are, we're going to be at Hamilton NZ Caravan Show from the 19th to the 21st of September. We're there with Fortis Caravans.
Plus, if you're interested, they're going to be doing a show special that's going to shut down the whole show on this SKT Signature Series caravans.
In more exciting news, we've just released our merchandise to New Zealand. So we're going to do a special deal. If you rock up to the New Zealand show wearing any of our merchandise, so shirt, hat, hoodie, whatever it is, Keelan's going to give you guys a free patch.
And we cannot wait to say g'day, and we can talk pavlovas, we can talk chili buns, we can talk mana waves. Get down there, guys. NZMCA show. Sure.
So the next thing we need to talk about is some of the anomalies that we have on the road, and that one of them is Queensland. Now, you're probably wondering why Queensland is an anomaly. Now, that is because it has ferry costs, it has islands, it has permits to get on beaches. I know New South Wales does as well, but in Queensland there's a lot of extra costs. It's such a beautiful state, but it does cost a little bit more money to do it. So let's break down the added Queensland costs that we've incurred that you guys should definitely budget for.
In Queensland now, and there's obviously a lot of ferries and vehicle permits. So here you have to pay for vehicle permits to drive onto the beaches, and there's different permits for different places. So they've all added up a lot. We've done a few ferries, a few vehicle permits.
We won't tell you where we've gone because we wanna surprise you, all right?
You might be able to work it out by this sum.
It's a lot of money, put it that way.
So for all of the ferries, all of the vehicle permits, it's been $1,700.
That is a lot of money in a month. That's 1 month, guys. $1,700 extra just for the permits and ferries.
Yeah.
With that being said, if you're in Queensland, going off what we spend per month, not in Queensland, we're at, so I'll just reiterate, $3,700 is normally what we spend in a month of normal travel.
Yeah, with no permits and no ferries.
But once we add that on, now it's up to $5,520, which is $1,400 per week.
Yeah.
So as you guys can see, different zones of Australia
are more expensive.
South Australia, really, really affordable, we found. NT, really, really affordable.
Heaps of free camping in NT.
Yeah. Queensland, WA and New South a little bit expensive, and Victoria over the summer they had free national parks, so they've been quite cheap recently as well. So different zones, different prices, but I thought you guys would find that pretty interesting. And if you do have 2 kids, we've spoken to a few people with just your 2 kids, 2 adults sort of family, and they're spending up to $2,000 per week.
So $1,500 to $2,000 a week, I would say.
Yeah, which is a pretty good bracket.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a lot of money, and that will blow a few people away. A few of you will probably expect it, but a lot of you will be surprised about that.
I'm sure everyone out there has got kids that are 3 and under.
Yeah. And like
you don't understand what that means,
no,
do you?
Not really. And
kids under 3 are free.
And oh yeah, true. And $1,380 per week. That is a lot of money for a couple to spend. And like we said, we're not living lavishly like we are. We've got a very flash caravan. We're very grateful and lucky and privileged to have this caravan, but we're not eating eye fillet. You know, I can't remember the last time we ate anything apart from budget meat in the last 2 years. So, you know, it just goes to show you could blow out hard. Rightio, we're getting to the exciting part of the video. The boring budget stuff is done, so you guys know what we've spent. Now, the next thing we want to tell you guys is that we have big news. We have big plans, and we've actually executed these plans. We didn't want to tell anyone just in case it didn't happen, but we've done a challenge series on our YouTube, and that is 4 islands in 4 weeks. And we did it last time, didn't we?
Doing 4 islands in 4 weeks. Can we do it? These islands are the best for 4-wheel-drive camping, touring, caravanning. We're starting off with Stradbroke Island. Let's go.
Oh, Keelan.
Yeah, right. What does the top of the hill look like?
So soft. Keep going.
Nah, I can't. Damn it.
Well, it's the first time being vlogged.
Look how much we still got to go. Do not tow a caravan down to Poverty Creek. This is the danger about Fraser Island.
Oh.
Like a finger in a bum. In growling, like
right at the pen.
It'll come up over the bonnet.
No it won't. Last time we did 4 islands in 4 weeks. We had an absolute cracker time, as you could see, but this time we wanted to challenge ourselves and tow the caravan to all of the islands, which is why we built the SKT Signature Series to tackle literally terrain that 99% of caravans can't tackle, and we have to put our money where our mouth is. So we cannot wait to show you our new adventure.
And we succeeded last time too, so you'd think we'd succeed this time, but things go wrong.
Exactly, things did go wrong, and it was an insane few weeks, insane month. And we actually have edited up a little teaser video for the content you guys can look forward to in the next few weeks. So yeah, make sure you watch this. Hopefully you enjoy it. I put a lot of time and effort into this little promo thing. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. And after that, we're going to do the Tanami 4-wheel drive $3,500 giveaway.
We just might have broken the first thing on the trip. Oh, this is a good fish. Old mate reckons we won't make it, but I reckon sure as shit, don't bet against me.
So yeah, we really stuffed up. It's not on my bucket list, but I'm doing it.
Jesus, I've never been more scared for Leroy's life.
guys, if you did enjoy that, we'd ask one favour. It only takes 2 clicks and it's completely free to do. Like and subscribe to this video. That's the way it's going to keep us on the road, making these free videos for you guys. So yeah, we'd really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe and like this video.
Yeah, and it also means you're not going to miss next week's video and this sick content we have coming up. Now, we have been promising the Tanami giveaway. If you didn't know, we're giving away a $3,500 draw system that was built by Tanami Four-Wheel Drive down in Victoria. Baz and his sons have done amazing, and they've offered up that prize for our audience only. So you guys have been commenting your favourite modification on our brand new SKT Signature Series Caravan. There's been probably about 700 entries, I would say, over the last 5 weeks episodes. And the only other things you had to be is subscribe to our channel and also Tanami's channel. Now, I'm going to share my screen here with you guys now. I've got screen record on, and I want to show you guys, first of all, how I've collated all the entries. So I've gone to YouTube, I've copy pasted every single one of your names, every single entry in the comment section into a list. I've then put the list into a random generator on Google that literally spins a wheel with all your names on it, and it picks out a random winner. I thought that was the fairest way of doing it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's easier ways to do it.
So we're gonna
not that tech savvy.
Right, should we spin the wheel?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Metaphoric drum roll, please. Oh my god, the winner is of the Tanami draw giveaway. Hopefully. Sean Christie 7150, mate. You have won the bloody draws. We are absolutely stoked. I'm going to do a quick Google of your name, mate, in the YouTube. Righty, I've done a little deep dive. Sean is a avid viewer. He's on Team SKT every single week. He's commented so much, so yeah.
Which feels so good because, you know, like, you do these random generators and it could go to anyone, so it could just be one like random person that's just entered the giveaway that one week. So yeah, it feels nice when it goes to someone who's there supporting the channel week in, week out.
Yeah, but we are so grateful for all of you guys for the support.
Yeah.
And also, like I said, Tanami Four-Wheel Drive, building the best draw systems in Australia, and it's just a dad and his 2 sons making literally the best product in their class. Tanami Four-Wheel Drive, so massive shout out to them. And if you did want a discount at Tanami, just mention SKT. You'll get 5% off a draw system, which is going to be a lot of money. And like I said, it's such a good product. And massive shout out and congratulations to Sean. And
like, the people who come and watch our channel week in, week out, you're commenting, it does not go unnoticed. Like, we literally read every single comment and we recognise names. When we've met people on the road and they're like, oh, my name's so-and-so, we're like, oh, we know like your name, you know, it's... So,
and
thank you.
We've spoken about budgets, we've spoken about a lot of things today, and like we said, even though our budget has changed a little bit, one thing that hasn't changed is our appreciation. Literally, we are nothing without you guys, the people that support us week in, week out. We're not special. The only thing that makes us special is you guys. So you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please, like Sarah said, hit that subscribe button and also hit the like button, because that tells YouTube that this content's half decent and hopefully recommends it to someone else. So yeah, massive shout out to Sean. Congrats, mate. And thank you again to everyone that's supported us over the last few years. So anyway, can't wait to bring you next week's video on the island. But until then, we'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.